to record.
Yeah, I noticed that. I looked for it on YouTube and it wasn't there. I thought, oh yeah, he forgot.
Yeah, well,
I have to add that to my list of things to remind you.
yeah, I have these. Oh, what happened to Ellen? Where she emailed me. I don't know. Oh, hopefully she'll jump back in. So, I wrote a poem today. Oh, Ellen's back in. Okay. Oh, I lost her again. What's going on with Ellen and her equipment? Oh, joining, it says. Maybe I'll go ahead and read my poem. I'll show it to you later. The bay here is a finger that touches the ferry landing. That's not, that's Ferry. I sit on, I forgot it would sound like that. Ferry
I
landing.
thought it was going to be a whimsical poem there for a minute.
You think of that. I sit on a bench overlooking the water. The sound of lapping waves mixes with the river of traffic nearby. An ant that was on the bench now runs helter-skelter on my thigh. I imagine his purpose is to find food. Those drivers on the road are purposeful, going home or to work or to the store. Soon I'll be joining them, going home across the bridge. But I'm not thinking about that. Watching the water, I feel it has no purpose other than to be. Mount Tam in the distance is also not in a hurry. I breathe, content sitting here. The water isn't going anywhere, but it's taking me magically to my real home.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
I think I need a little word. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I lost Ellen again. Gosh. Must be her equipment. So from my first book, The News. Sunday paper hits the sidewalk with a thud. I open it with interest and apprehension. I glance at the headlines. They bring entertainment and sports to the backyard, where the bees still visit the morning glories, blooming late into the fall. I open the sports section. Here is battle without death. Coffee in hand, the world's woes fade away. What can I do anyway? In the chill morning air, there are still dewdrops on blades of grass. I think of Whitman visiting Civil War wounded. Walking over, I peer into a single, perfect sphere. The sun, the whole world is there in cold clarity. Soon it will warm, disappear in waiting air. Raising my arms to sky, I feel the ultimate perfection of what is. don't think I've ever read that one.
What book is that from?
That's the first one.
Yeah, that I don't think you've ever read that before.
Let's see if we can get Ellen again. Ceremony. The trail to the beach winds around homes built on ancient dunes. Worn steps lead to sandy beach, fine, mostly white, with specks of black and red. Drawn to ocean's edge, feet experience hot to cool, to cold to wet. A long sinewy bull kelp frond lies on the sand. As kids, we like to play with these. I kick it, and hundreds of sand fleas fly about, then settle back. The holdfast still grips a stone. Maybe it's my age, but I'm sad it couldn't hold on. That this marvelous snake-like plant doesn't yet wave in the kelp forest, growing toward the light. My own life feels like this beach thing, still grasping youthful dreams. I no longer want to be here, but turning to go, I fall kneeling in the sand. If one cannot pray here, where can one? I'm facing east, towards the houses. I wonder what it's like to live by the ocean. Do the constant waves wear away the unnecessary? Have these people become clean sand? Somehow I doubt it. Looking up the beach to the south, someone has just let their dog off the leash. Such energy, such joy in those wriggling bodies. A dog charges to the water, then returns to its human, looks at him as if asking, what is wrong? Gazing out at ocean, at western horizon, where dreams fade in endless sky. An interface of water and sand, the little shorebirds scurrying away from incoming tide. Then hurriedly follow water out, furiously dig down for the little crabs burrowing back into safe sand. I spent much of my life head down being industrious. To the north, misty mountains catch my eye, as if my mind was a map. I try to think what town they might be near. Mountains also make me think of bears. It's as if I can see one now lumbering to his cave, to his dream lodge. My feet are getting hot. If I burrow them down, the sand is cooler. As if settling into myself, my mind quiets down. For a moment, I can see in all directions at once. In the center is me. Breathing as if for the first time, my center moves to heart. Now I can feel in all directions. Everything included, the sand, the water, the animals, even the houses. All part of the intricate meaning. And all it took was to come back home. Okay. Yeah, we got Alan back. Good. Hope you can stay this time. Let's see. Glenda, you must have sent me one.
Yeah, I sent you one about music.
Where are you? There you are. Let's see. Oh, Ellen. Ellen. I'm a little off today. Glenda has a little prelude to this. This is new. Lately, I seem to be more cognizant of my waning time in this life. And that is what this is about, with some wistfulness for things I remember when I was a child, lying beneath a tree, watching the light through the leaves overhead, thinking I had forever. You might read this, okay. And this is the title of the poem, If I Am the Music. If I were the music, what song would you hear? One made of starshine and moonlight and tears, or one full of daffodils and tattered white clouds? Would I be a whisper in wind-blown shadows, broken, frayed thoughts that dance in the dark, lit by the coals of a nearly starved fire? Would I languish with the last bit of urgency there, trapped in the dark knotted threads of my mind? Would summer come dancing through the window left open, like crumpled tinfoil to twirl in the wake of mist-driven stories left unfinished too long, lost in the melodies too familiar to sing? Lost in melodies too familiar to sing? When does the music become memories found? How do we stop it from slipping away? Where do we place all the glory we've kept, waiting for time to beg it to stay? When waiting is just a waste of the day. No, if I'm the music, I think I'll just play. Another good one.
Thank you.
Yeah, all kinds of good lines in there. Mist-driven stories left unfinished too long. Great. All right, what do we got now? Oh, we lost Ellen again. Must be her infernal computer.
Oh, I'm glad to hang on for a minute, you guys. I'm out and about, but that was lovely, Glenda. And your poem you wrote today was also, John. I hesitate to interrupt, but you guys are wonderful poets. Thank you.
Oh, no, we always appreciate a little praise.
Thank you, Julie.
Poets don't always get a lot of praise.
You mostly praise each other.
Yeah, that's right. It's like when you go to a poetry reading, there's just a bunch of poets in the audience.
Mhm.
Well, okay. Oh, I've got a Denise Levertov. I think this is one of her famous ones. Come into animal presence. Come into animal presence. No man is so guileless as the serpent. The lonely white rabbit on the roof is a star, twitching its ears at the rain. The llama intricately folding its hind legs to be seated, not disdains, but mildly disregards human approval. What joy when the insouciant armadillo glances at us and doesn't quicken his trotting across the track into the palm brush. What is this joy? That no animal falters, but knows what it must do. That the snake has no blemish, that the rabbit inspects his strange surroundings in white star silence. The llama rests in dignity. The armadillo has some intention to pursue in the palm forest. Those who are sacred have remained so. Holiness does not dissolve. It is a presence of bronze. Only the sight that saw it faltered and turned from it. And old joy returns in holy presence. Oh, Ellen's back. Cool. So I'll read one more of hers. This is called The Secret. Two girls discover the secret of life in a sudden line of poetry. I, who don't know the secret, wrote the line. They told me through a third person they had found it, but not what it was. But not what it was. Not even what line it was. No doubt by now, more than a week later, they have forgotten the secret. The line, the name of the poem. I love them for finding what I can't find. and for loving me for the line I wrote, and for forgetting it was so that 1,000 times till death finds them, they may discover it again in other lines, in other happenings, and for wanting to know it, for assuming there is such a secret. Yes, for that most of all. All right. Now let's read another one of hers. Talking to grief. Ah, grief, I should not treat you like a homeless dog who come to the back door for a crust, for a meatless bone. I should trust you. I should coax you into the house and give you your own corner, a worn mat to lie on, your own water dish. You think I don't know you've been living under my porch. You long for the real place to be readied before winter comes. You need your name, your collar, and tag. You need the right to warn off intruders, to consider my house your own, and me your person, and yourself my own dog.
That's nice.
So grief is a dog, huh? It's true. I know people that work with grief, sometimes we do want to just push it away, but it's just another emotion. We lost Ellen again. Let's see. My friend was cleaning out her closet and she had this book. She was going to give it away, and I thought, oh, I'll take that. These are poems about rivers. This is by somebody named James Crowden. Downstream effects, rivers stir. Water and voices mingled, instruments flowing, the odd and quirky effects of stories and reminiscence reflected in the music, stopping and starting, and winding on downstream, images swirling, disappearing for a moment, reappearing under bridges that span several lives. The spring clear and vivid, the stream alive and fed by ditches, the river tapping the resource within, a shared journey in the dappled light, the orchestra of ripples hovering in the air, each vision a powerful reminder, twisting and turning, meandering through the meadows of experience, a rite of passage scored and distilled, composed and sketched, milled on the river bank, the weir of music, overflowing with ideas, shades and shadows, the sudden streak, the darting flash of green and blue, incandescent in the silver haze, fishing for minnows, the flute of youth, each pike a bassoon, the clarinets a brace of tench. I don't know what tench is. Emerging from the shadows, the chubby French horns bubbling up, the piccolo, a stickleback, the oboe and cor anglais, dace and bream, sharp interjections, silence bent and barbed, the audience hooked, each clef resonating within a powerful voice. The river done it, the river done it. That's a funny way to end it. Let's see what else I got here. This is by A.R. Ammons, I've heard of. Flat Rock. Streams divided around a boulder cluster or barge heel right back together. Gravity's bed takes it all one way, the same water, the substance of distance, subsequent occasions. Water shaken white over rapid stones, downstream bursts white again, into falls holes, a permanent eventuum, that takes a name, falls, of course, but blank falls if people stare there. And this water wrinkles later on through a sluice, so fast people stop to think about it. Streaking sluice names the place, that place. Later still the stream spreads out flat over a shallow's wide ledged bed. A swim you can get all the way into almost without getting wet. That was a mouthful. Let's see, let's read a couple of Ursula Le Guin. On Second Hill. Where on this wild hill alone a child watched the evening star. Let these bits of ash and bone rejoin the earth they always were. The earth that let her sing her love. The gift that made the giver here on this lonely hill above the valley of the river. This one's called Lullaby. Where is my little fleeting cat? A year, an hour, a day. Where is my little girl at? Fleeting away, sleeping away, found the way clear away. Nowhere far, nowhere near. A day, an hour, a year.
It's kind of musical.
Yeah, it's like a lullaby.
Mm-hmm.
I should write one of those. I never tried to write a lullaby. I don't even know how I would do it. Actually, I've never even tried to write a song. I don't know. I don't think my poetry fits into songs that well. But let's see. To the rain. Mother rain, manifold, measureless, falling on fallow, on field and forest, on house roof, low hovel, high tower, down welling waters, all wishing, whiter than cities, softer than sisterhood, vaster than countrysides, calming, recalling, return to us, teaching our troubled souls in your ceaseless descent, to fall, to be fellow, to feel to the root, to sink in, to heal, to sweeten the sea. Oh, I like that one. Travelers. If we came from the far side of the river of starlight, oh, this is in 3 parts. Number 1, we came from the far side of the river of starlight and will cross back over in a little boat, no bigger than 2 cupped hands. Oh, that's beautiful. 2, thinking about compassion, a firefly in the great dark garden, an earthworm naked on a concrete path. 3, I think of the journey we will take together in the oarless boat across the shoreless river. Falling, company. A paw, a questing nose, company. A paw, a questing nose, half wakened me, and I let him get under the covers. He curls up and purrs himself asleep. Cats are less troublesome than lovers. Sometimes, I don't know, my cat could be a little bugger. Doze. A little stone my mind slips into the cloudy pond and slowly settles in the silt at the bottom of the water. It could be forever. Let's read a couple little Zen poems, and we'll do not yesterday's, not tomorrow's, but today's cherry flowers. No more, thank you, of this suffocating world. I'm moving to a new house, down in hell. Yeah. Besides yourself, to whom shall I show these plum flowers, their color, their fragrance? Only those in the know. How I wish I could change your mind into a clear mirror and reflect my mind in it. Unseen, unnoticed, but dust will gather naturally in the sleeves. Counting the number of the remaining days, 1, 2, 3, until my fingers all stand, the end of the year. Today's praise, tomorrow's abuse, it's the human way, weeping, laughing, all utter lies. Paulownia leaves fall, rustling in the autumn winds. Duty and humanity are often incompatible. The road forks, but my body is one. The man who jilted her, the pebble she stumbled over, both prompt her to look back with complex regret. Watching my step, only to slip the snowed over path. The grasses and trees, too, seem happy this New Year's Day morning. Even mindless grasses and trees will become Buddhas, they say. Then I, with mine, can attain. How nice! As if opening its mouth, revealing its bowels, pomegranate. Voiceless trees and grasses deep in the mountains invite us with their flowers and blossoms. All right, and a few, maybe a couple Marys. Showtime. And here come the dogs, brushed, trimmed, polished. What on earth have they done to them? Said Ricky. They're half shaved and wearing pillows on their heads. And where are their tails? It's the rules, I said. And look at those women trying to run. They sure don't look like you. Thank you, I said. I'm getting a headache looking at this. I have to bark, and he began. It does no good to bark at the television, I said. I've tried it too. So he stopped. Oh, that's not the end of the poem. If I ever meet one of those dogs, I'm going to invite him to come here where he can be a proper dog. Okay, I said, but remember, you can't fix everything in the world for everybody. However, said Ricky, you can't do anything at all unless you begin. Haven't I heard you say that once or twice, or maybe 100 times? A bad day. Ricky, why are you barking and trying to rip up the couch? Can't you settle down? It's been a long day. It sure has. First you forgot to take me out. Then you went to the market and heaven knows where else. And my dinner was late, and our walk was short. And now you're supposed to be on the floor playing with me. But no, you're doing something else. So I thought I'd give this couch a little distress. Well, don't. Be a good boy. Honestly, what do you expect? Like you, I'm not perfect. I'm only human. Henry. What is that? Said Ricky as Henry came through the door. That's Henry, I said. He's a bulldog, and he's come to stay with us with my friend Linda. He's a horse, said Ricky. Already my heart is pounding. Yes, he's big. He's supposed to be. Say hello to him. Really? Well, hello, Henry. I hope you don't gobble up all my toys. Henry, snort, snort. Ricky, to me. He's not very good with words, is he? Henry, after another stork clambered onto the couch, Ricky shouted, "There isn't room for both of us." "Sure there is. Just move over and give yourself a little time to know him." Ricky sat closer with a nervous look. It was a wonderful week. My friend and I talked. We walked on the beach. Ricky and Henry went swimming. They dug a hole together. No toys got eaten. Finally, they had to leave. Ricky, by that time, was friendly with limping, lumbering 15-year-old Henry. Oh, it's not the end of it either. "Bye-bye, Henry," he said. "Snort, snort," said Henry. Then they were gone. Said Ricky, "He really is as big as a horse, but actually a very sweet horse. I hope he comes again." Okay, guys. Thank you. Thanks for showing up.
Thanks, John. Nice hanging out with you guys.
Yeah. Bye, Julie. Have a good week.
Have a great week. Yeah.
You too, Glenda.
See you next week.
Yeah, for sure.